can start recording, but it is interesting that you said your person was Shirley. And, if more people than Shirley come through, fantastic, right? Because we'd love to know anyone that's around us at all times. So run away with it, Kato. Usually what you guys are telling me, you just love that I'm unhinged and you want me to keep my unhingedness to it. So we're going to continue that streak, okay? And so you also have a male up here that passed suddenly, unexpectedly, before his time, in a tragic way, takes partial responsibility, okay? Before his time, dark hair, baseball cap. All right, I cannot draw. I do not claim to be able to draw. These are signs and symbols. Great. So there's a male. And if you don't know who it is, fine. I'm going to harass you with dead people anyways. Okay. So you want to talk to Shirley. Shirley is already ping-ponging me around. She's loving it. Okay. She tells me she passes in a medical way. She tells me you see dreams of her. She goes, well, I always make it better. She's got like this daintiness. And I know she's this old lady because she goes like this to me. And her hands are freezing cold. And she thinks it's the cutest thing ever. And she's got this like, and she talks with her hands. And then I was like, you do other grandma stuff? She goes, well, sure. Well, sure. And then she's just like, what do you need? And then she's got shorter, poofy hair. Okay. She passes from something underlying medical. I ask her what it was. She gives me a handful of pills, which is something that's like medical, or you see it coming, or it's maintained for a while, and then your physical body just like kaputs type of thing. Okay. And then additionally, let me know if that makes sense. And then additionally, whoopsies, I've got this male, because she brings through this male who medical declines and had a hard time walking toward the end. That potentially served on the other side. I think that's a triangle. Cool beans. And then he's got a shortened name, like a Richard is Dick or Jonathan is John. Okay, so she's like, that's my pop. Okay, and she goes, and I just dreamt of her the other day. How'd she end up passing? And listen, if my readings are 100 miles an hour and 7 different dead people, then so be it. As long as it's accurate, we don't care. We want everyone to come through. We want every single spirit to show us everything they can every single time. Oh, going back in. Shirley must have been like a mother figure to you, even though she kind of looks like a grandma figure. But she tells me that you have something in honor of her memory, like clothes, and that you also like need to write to her or journal to her, maybe something of her handwriting as well. But that's what I feel for her. She had cancer. Oh, she had cancer and had to do the chemo for the rest of her life, and she went into renal failure. So, she had an underlying medical. Wow. She had cancer and had to do chemo for the rest of her life. You just got her signature and you want it tattooed. And what are the chances? I'm sitting there scribbling and scribbling. And I'm like, maybe you have a tattoo. Hilarious. And you just had a dream of her. And she passed of cancer. She was supposed to be. Who was this to you? I know that's your pap. Is this your grandma? Or is this your mom? Feels like grandma. It is. Okay, I was like, is it your mom? Feels like grandma because of her cold-ass old lady hands. That's usually my giveaway. It's hard to not be someone's grandma after you walk up to me and put your cold-ass hands on my neck. It's definitely a sign symbol that I get often. So once I get to that symbol, I pretty much know that it's a grandma. Okay, cool. And then we've got the pap over here on the other side. He loves you. This is your primary guardian angel, and maybe we don't even know who this is, but all 3 of them come through for you on your reading, and thank you so much for getting a reading.